Okie dokie, mate. Okie bloody dokie. Right. Let me just get the broker statement up. The broker statement up for you. 22 divided by 4. What's the maths? What's the maths? What's the maths? 5.5. Right. 5.5 pips today. Close their break even, mate. I was too early on it. Too early on the trade. I had my reasons for getting in the trade. Also had my reasons for getting out the trade. And ultimately, I made the right decision because if I hadn't got out around break even, I would have been fucked and lost 180 quid. So, right, then let's get into it. Okay, all right. So what we're looking at on the daily chart. So we swept previous daily low on the daily chart. As you can see, traded into this 4-hour imbalance right here. Wick down, and then from there we had this imbalance on the hourly, which we have now filled. That was my first draw on liquidity, and then next up we had not as much here, but we had the SMT where price swept up first. Cap that happened after. So my trade was on the NASDAQ, and yeah, I was just looking around. You see, we got this. It's not swept that. So we had the 8:30 news drive, which absolutely plummeted below previous daily low. And I was looking at a risk to reward for target on the way back up, but we didn't have an inverse fair value gap forming around the previous daily low in line with the model. Yeah, nothing there. And on the 1 minute, same again, I believe. Correct. Right. So on NASDAQ, it was similar sort of situation. However, on the 15-minute chart, we did get the inverse fair value gap, which was one of the reasons why I was a bit worried about my short after I entered because of the inverse here. Now, typically I would be using previous daily low to then target previous daily high if my entry model is there. But at the same time, I was also looking at the S&P and this big imbalance that was caused. I put the fib range here, and at first I was looking to see if we were just retracing back up to equilibrium from this range to then continue down, or alternatively, trade up into the optimal trade entry here. This is a 15, no, it's a 30 minute, no, it's a 1 hour inverse fair value gap. And yes, so from there, what did we do? I was looking at this, and due to the fact that I think it was this structure over here didn't seem as bullish, not even that. I was like, the initial idea was that we trade up into this fair value gap on the 1 hour time frame and then move down. But my entry was around, literally just before 10 o'clock. And yeah, I wanted to see a 10 o'clock reversal to then go target lower. Now, in hindsight, yes, ideally what I should have done was waited for the 4 hour candle sweep, because as you can see, we swept this. This is the candle that I entered in. We swept it. That's for reference, that's the fair value gap there. I should have waited for that before the move down, but yeah, pretty much because my entry model wasn't there. Wanted to go short, target this low. Simple as that. And yeah, I mean, really, I wasn't 100% sure, and to be honest, it wasn't part of my model. Broke the rule, you know what I mean? Didn't follow the model, and realistically, I got very lucky that price did come down again and give me an opportunity to get out. More often than not, that's not going to happen. That's not going to be the case, and yeah, you just get knocked out. So ultimately, I made the right decision with what price showed me after I entered the trade. And yeah, I kind of just had a feeling that this was the draw here. We accumulated in London, manipulated down, distribute through New York. Do you know what I mean? Accumulation, manipulation, distribution, mate. So, with all of that being said, I was also looking at maybe, what's it called? Still on the bearish wave to come down here. But, you know, markets are so bloody bullish at the moment. There's not really much point aiming for that. This was another target here. I was eyeing up. I think it's a 1 hour fair value gap there. So that would have been the trade idea. It got invalidated, and the way price was moving around my entry, I just didn't like it. Like, pretty much I got in, you can see I was a bit late. What I should have done was, what was I going to do? I got in a bit lower than I wanted to, pretty much. Like, I wanted to get in on the fair value gap tap. Is that right? Oh, I can't remember now. It's a couple of hours ago. Fuck. Oh yeah, I wanted to get in on the optimal trade entry tap, and then we immediately got like a nice candle down from that, and I think it was running in about £70 profit or something. Oh no, that's off this initial tap here, like this candle. So trade up and then instantly came down. That would have been like 80 quid profit, but you know, ultimately it is what it is. We lived to survive another day and didn't take a loss today. We actually made £4 something, £4.87 or something. So yeah, 5.5 pips, effectively break even. So take it. It's going to be me done for the week. Confirmed now. I'm done for the week. Got 2 news drivers tomorrow, and yeah, we'll be back when it's time. So with all that being said, trade smart, trade safe, and enjoy the day.